Good morning, Ramon. Good morning, Team Steam. Hopefully everyone is back and ready for some more winners today. It looks like we had folks in the chat here already showing off how much they won yesterday. So good job to you guys out there. And welcome back. It's your Friday. You almost made it. Hopefully everyone's excited for a fun weekend here as well. What's up, Ramon? How are you today?
Hey, if they got winners, I'm all ears. Found the navigating a little bit difficult myself here over the last couple of days, so I'm all ears. Chat, lay it on me. Let's get some winners today in time for the weekend. Welcome to the Morning Steam with the Midwest Premier Sports Handicapper. I'm Ramon Mindy Hahn. That's her. I'm Ramon Scott, coming to you from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Our Friday here. Got more playoff action tonight off of some results last night. And maybe
some clinched, some did not.
Yeah, we had some issues, but we had some okay picks as well. So we'll get into the playoff action tonight here. Again, big games in the NBA, big games in hockey. We did see, obviously, last night, the NBA teams hang on there. Boston, I guess the headline was they were, played out of fear, which explains what we were talking about, but they did come through in the clutch there. And Denver closes out Phoenix. I had Phoenix, but the injury, no center, no answer for Jokic once Ayton was out. That was a big injury because all of a sudden, Jokic was unstoppable in the game for the Nuggets. And over on the ice, we did see the Panthers. That was one for Team Steam. Take a look over in just a moment. Head on over to our website, but let's start to say hello to everyone. And Dallas and Seattle, they'll go to a 6th game.
There they go, off to the races.
Say hello to our friends today. It looks like a busy day.
Right. Everyone's ready. Start their weekend off right, Ramon.
Let's see who was here so far. Curtis is here. He's checking everything out. He's making sure everything's straight here at the office. Brent's here today, and Gerardo. Cheryl will be listening in. Thomas is here. Hello to Ash, as always. Sue is here. Great turnout today. Thomas, hello. Great to have you. Bionic is here. And LA Miles. Jimmy Alejo, haven't seen in a while. But he's ready to make his pick in case you got to get on out of here, Jimmy. Oh, my God. Steve Fowler, haven't seen him in a while. And, he's ditched the Bruins avatar
for the kitty cat.
Little kitty cat there.
Meow.
And Jimmy's willing to put the house on Golden State.
Oh my goodness. Boy. The whole house or part of the house?
Man. Recently sold my house, so got no house to sell. But all right. Darren here today. James Edward here. And CTG joins us from Japan. Maybe he just watched some action from Japan. Maybe he's watching right now. The Rakuten Golden Eagles and Cebu Lions are tied at 4 in the 12th inning.
Whoa, 12, huh? Nice.
And that girl's here. Ready to tell us we got that girl. We don't even need a show. She comes in here, gives us the winners, and we're done. And Fernando Mendoza. All right, let's go over to Tony'sPicks.com real quick and see what happened over on the site yesterday, Mindy.
All right, let's check it out.
Well, it was tough sledding for glad we have winners in our chat. I mean, hey, Tony says we're looking for cappers, and we might be able to use some here if you guys want to join the team, because take a look. got just 4 on the leaderboard today. No big deal. We'll get them back today. But you got Josh Pope. What can you say? Couple games, couple winners, just every day. Joshua Pope. I think he's real. So good job, Joshua. And there's our morning steam record. 4-2 yesterday, Mindy. So another winning day, 4-team steam. I guess I'm just complaining about my own lack of wins at this point because you put me on to some winners. We came through with them yesterday for another winning day. Nick Lagarettos, 4-3. Nick Bartini, 7-4. Looks like he's on some favorites there. Maybe dropped a big favorite in there, though. All right, for the last 7 days over at Tony's Picks, Nick Lagarettos, plus 790. Ralph Raymond, plus 714. Morning Steam Team, up there for the last week, up 4.5 units. Tim Irwin, good percentage, 67% last 7 days. Probably Sam Bermurdy up 350. Tony T in there producing right now as well. And for the last 30 days, it's Ralph Raymond over there, up a dime at Tony's Picks. Nick Lagarettos up 750. Probbies up 650. Collins Brown up 575. And good numbers for the crew there at Tony's Picks. So use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all of our premium pick packages for Friday and throughout the weekend. We'll be with you tomorrow for another show, but just want to let you know it'll be a big weekend of action. Take a look at these premium passes that are up and ready today at Tony's Picks. Tony's ready with a couple picks in the NBA and one in Major League Baseball for his Friday Formula for Profit package. Daniel Walasachuk's got a 3-pack for Major League Baseball. Ben Ruhala also a 3-pack in the major leagues. Nick Bartini's got a 5-pack, 3 in baseball, 2 in the NHL. Collins Brown, he's got his playoff package, 3 plays in the NHL tonight and 2 in NBA as well. Collins has a bigger package as well there with all major league games, 7 games in the major leagues. So it looks like
big time.
12 plays today. So you can use that promo code TonyT at checkout, save 20%. Click on the All Cappers tab, find the handicapper of your choice. Click on their handicapper profile page and get signed up. Of course, you can always get our morning steam picks over there. If you missed the show, we're going to give you free winners in just a moment, as we do every day. But you can subscribe to the picks over here at Tony's Picks in case you missed the show. You're going to be on vacation, still want the plays. Just know it benefits Mindy and I if you purchase our morning steam package there. And you get special winners on Tuesday. We don't have a show, but we bring you our picks on Tuesday. Mindy and I go through the card together and still bring you some picks. So, all right, Mindy, we'll get started here. We'll just say hello to maybe a few more people that strolling in here as we get started. We have 3 dozen viewers so far, it looks like. And say hello to Scott Smart joining us. Thurman Hill, he's laying it down already with a couple of picks. And looking there. And Luis Benegas is here today. Curtis is saying like and smash. Let's go.
Get it done.
Just us and probably 75, 80 of our friends today.
Right.
All right, we're going to start with the playoff sports again and see how that goes. All right. The New York Knicks are going to be on the road this time against the Miami Heat. Mindy, the Heat, they opened 4.5. They're now up to 5.5 here. I don't know. Is it just maybe we've seen what's happening here? But Brunson had the big game last time and came through big time here. Heat can clinch it, obviously, tonight with the 3-2 lead. So maybe there is some question about the Knicks going back on the road. They certainly got it done at home, but now on the road here. Total in this one, 208.5. Let me see if that's 208, opened as high as 210, so it's going down.
All right. Well, it's one of those that the Knicks have kind of had trouble slowing down this Heat team in the series. The Heat have multiple folks here, I think, that can score in this one tonight. They got this home court advantage here as well. I like the Heat today. I'll take them a little bit more here, -5.5, I guess. Heat 4-1 against the spread versus the Knicks at home there as well. Just play them a little bit better at home. Got some rest, rejuvenated, ready to go. I'm taking the Heat.
Mindy says take the Heat here, lay 5.5 points against the Knicks. Knicks did a great job. Let's not slight them last time. And Brunson said he's ready to go 48 minutes if he has to.
All right.
In this one. So Thomas says the Knicks are back. So give me the Knicks. Lingowick says Knicks money line.
I see that. I see that hat.
Well, that's right. Lingowick is not a bandwagon. That's been his avatar the whole time. So how about Max Strus? He's been pretty impressive. Maybe taking advantage a little bit in his matchup there against Barrett. So hello to Asante today. Good to see you. Darren says first quarter Knickerbockers, but full game Heat. So he likes the Knicks to come out and get off to a good start, and the Heat just to wear them down. I don't necessarily think that the Heat are, especially with the increased price we're paying here, Mindy. I guess I'm kind of telling you where we're going with this one, but it just seems like in a game like this, the momentum is what gets away, right, in the playoffs. And then if they do win, like we are hoping they do, and picking them to do so today, after maybe the lead is built, we do see a little bit of fade from the team that's going to be out of the playoffs. So the Heat have just been, shooting well. If anything, like I said, I think that there's a big advantage. Spoelstra looks cool as ever. Thibodeau looks like he's, about to have a heart attack. So I like the Heat to get it done here today. It looks like the chat not too interested in this playoff game, or just maybe they're unsure, but they are not coming in with very many picks unless we're having a little bit of technical difficulty. So I'll take the Heat. Yes. Oh, Asante did take the the Heat here. Heating over for James Edward. So probably, I don't know, these playoff games, they just stopped in the fourth quarter when nervous time comes up, don't they? And they really let them play. You see more steals, stripping the ball away. I would have my team be way more aggressive. You don't want to get into foul trouble, certainly. But all right. Looks like we're on the Heat. Looks like not much opinion from the chat here. We got 50 people on, maybe just listening today. So Mindy and I'll take the Heat. We'll lay 5.5 points in this one. And the nightcap. The Warriors on the road here against the Lakers. The Lakers favored by 2.5. And the total here, 221. This one's gone down as well. This one took some pretty good steam, I'd say, to the under here, Mindy. But Lakers on the road, at home. We know the Warriors. We could talk about Warriors on the road, blah, blah, blah. Is that what's going to happen here tonight?
Well, I mean, that's what I got to go to, right? Warriors on the road, blah, blah, blah. I think the Lakers are going to put in their best effort here in this game tonight. I think this is the one they definitely have to go ahead and get. The Warriors won almost every statistical category last time. The Lakers just can't allow that, to happen here again at home. I'm going to go ahead and take the Lakers here today.
All right, Mindy. Well, that would do it for the champs. If the Lakers indeed win tonight, it'd be all over for Golden State. We'd have a new champion this year. Could it be the Lakers?
Could it be? Hey, I hope so. I like the Lakers. I root for them.
Lingowick on the Lakers. When you're a Lakers fan, that's what you do. You get top-notch talent. You root for it. You're not going to build it with the Lakers. You're going to buy it. Here's Blake. Everyone Lakers. Solo was over, actually. Everyone's on the Lakers. Curtis will be on the under. I see you, Curtis, there. You know what I'm doing with the total, of course. Everyone Lakers here. Thomas is calling him Cinderella. Miami's Cinderella, I think, at this point. But the Lakers, I'll give Thomas the benefit of the doubt. I don't know. I mean, they got a pretty high payroll. They've got, one of the greatest players in the game. So, Michael Thompson here today. So he's got to be on the Lakers. And Thomas Poston, haven't seen Thomas in a while. Welcome, nice to see you again as always. And he's on the Lakers here. So wow, it's almost one of those where everybody's on the Lakers. Well, okay.
Okay, I guess.
We'll do it. I'll do it. I'm on the Lakers. I can't go with Golden State on the road. Maybe, just on the sheer talent alone, they've been able to come through with those 2 wins and in the first series, of course. But it does feel like deep down the Warriors are going to have to do a little bit of roster adjustment after this season and figure out exactly what's going on with, some of their age, some of the stress that they've had. Surprised the way it's worked out in a way, but they never got it going. Maybe, they said, playing it like last year, both these teams. And that's why we've seen, high caliber of play between the 2 teams for the most part. Everybody talking about this as being the best series going right, in the playoffs so far. Lakers, you said it, Minnie. They better win this one. Don't want to take it back to Golden State. And
might be over for them
teams.
Might be over for them then, Ramon.
Huh?
I said it might be over for them then if they let it go back.
Oh yeah. Also, I did. Nobody mentioned it, but Andrew Wiggins is, on the injured list for sure in this game with rib cartilage tear, or I think they call it a break. I don't know how you could break cartilage. I guess cartilage breaks, right?
Yeah, that's what happened with your quarterback, Herbert.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so that's a pretty big deal, I would think.
Well, yeah, I mean, he struggled how many games with that injury?
So Wiggins questionable right now, and I feel like he's very questionable, actually, in reading some of the reports and the nature of the injury. So I felt terrible yesterday about that Suns pick when Ayton was out after, I didn't necessarily see it coming. I thought it was an injury that he would play with. So, all right. Christopher's on the Lakers. Asante on the Lakers. Looks like a unanimous run. This definitely is a consensus pick, whereas we definitely saw some Knicks supporters in the last game. Everyone seems to be. Actually, I don't see anybody on the Warriors in the chat.
There might have been one, but it was early on, right?
No, Solo said over. He listed Warriors in his, he said Lakers Warriors over. I don't see one.
Okay.
So anybody want to step up and be that? Oh, well, maybe. Well, you know who it was. I'm sorry. I take it back, and I don't want to get that girl. No, that girl said Lakers also.
Yeah.
So, wow. Okay.
All right.
Lakers it is. Everybody's on the Lakers. Wow. All right. All right, Mindy, move on to hockey now. And
here we go. Hockey.
The Panthers and the Maple Leafs. Yep, here we go. In this one, you got the Leafs at home. Oh, gosh. I mean, it doesn't feel great, but $1.70. I guess the Leafs have turned it around with that one victory, and now they're going to be on their way to glory.
Oh, goodness.
Here against the Panthers. They'll be able to grab this one. They'll be fighting off elimination once again. It looks like here's a big favorite, $1.70, 6.5 over 20 over 25.
But if I'm not mistaken, the Panthers have kind of dominated this series, right? I mean, they only lost once here by, one goal. Panthers, maybe you could say, got outplayed there in that last one. You like Toronto. I did not.
Yeah.
I thought the Panthers were just going to go ahead and run through it here. But yeah, I mean, I think the Panthers get this one here, 3-0-1 versus the Maple Leafs on the road here this season. So they like to play them on the road here. I'm going to take the Panthers. I'll still I'm going to go ahead and take the puck-and-a-half here, about minus 160.
Wow. 160 is a high number, but I'm going to take Florida. And if you're going to take them on the puck line, I'll do it with you. I'll take the Panthers. I think they can probably win this one. I feel more comfortable with the puck line. It is cheaper than the Maple Leafs money line. That's always our criteria, right?
That's kind of how I see it. But
so Steve's going to be on the under here. I want to say hello to Relly Buns joining us today.
Good morning.
I think Curtis is going under for a lock here in this one. Brent Cook says the way we're doing it is the only way he'd do it. James Edward ready to roll back with the Leafs. Asante is going under. And Scott says also Panthers puck line. We're on the puck line. 3 for 3 so far, Mindy, in our consensus premiums.
All right.
So we're on a little winning streak. Jay Boone here today, Panthers money line. And he's also given his basketball plays in there.
Cool.
And looks like he's looking for one more for a 4-teamer.
Let's do it.
Well, we could do it in hockey.
We might.
It's the Oilers taking on the Golden Knights. In this one, is there any line? I guess there's no betting.
Hold on, we're done. Next
I've got the Oilers here, of course, on the road. It's interesting that, considering the proximity of the two teams in the standings, the Oilers continue to be the team that's favored on the road in these games. So right now, Oilers about $1.35, a $1.35. Good thing I said duck. Oilers $1.35. 6.5 over minus 135. These are unplayoff-like totals, but I tried to go under in one last night and failed. Although the game I tried to go over, I lost that one too. All right, Oilers and Golden Knights.
All right. Well, we've been kind of talking about, one of these zigzag theories. This might be it for me, right? We got the true zigzag. We got the Golden Knights, then we got Edmonton, the Golden Knights and the Edmonton, all by, 2-3 goals each. So I'm going to go ahead and go back on the Golden Knights here at home. I think they use this home ice here to take advantage in this one. I think they got to go ahead and put pressure on here to keep this series alive. I like the Knights. 10-1 in their last 11 after scoring 2 goals or less that previous game. Only thing that worries me is Oilers, they do play decent here on the road. But so far they haven't, showed that. Whenever Vegas has, been at home, they've got the victory. Or I guess not every time. The first time.
All right, Mindy, going to take the Knights here as a home dog. Like I said, it's just interesting to me that, and I've said it in previous games here where the Oilers were on the road. I mean, the Oilers have been a profitable team on the road this season. It's at home where they've been, kind of giving it away. So Vegas, they've just, kind of been about a break-even proposition at home. But again, these two teams with, virtually identical records this season. Edmonton,
Who's the 1 seed again? Golden Knights?
Well, that's just it. I mean, Edmonton is 56-25 and 11, and Vegas is 57-25 and 9. Virtually identical records. Now, maybe there's been a little bit of talk because of the Knights goaltending situation. We saw Brissois injured. Hill came in. Looks like the sites are suggesting that Brissois is going to be back in there tonight. Let's go to the chat here and see what they have.
All right.
All right. Futuristic Kennel Designer is here. Good to see FKD here, for lack of a better name. So it looks like Jay, though, does want to go with the Oilers here as a road favorite. So does Asante and James Edward. Moneyline Mills here today.
Good morning, Moneyline Mills.
So it looks like we're vetoing on this one, Mindy, because we're going to take the Golden Knights here. I just can't pass up a dog in this situation at home. That's what kind of what I feel about it. You talked about the desperation of the Knights to make sure they, get their win at home and keep this series going. So I think one other thing that's been, kind of overlooked. I mean, I'm always been, when Stone has been out, I've kind of faded the Knights. When Stone's been in, and he's been back for a while now, and the Knights have some emerging stars too. So I'm going to think that this one has a chance to, go to 7 games, and I'll take the Golden Knights with you here, Minnie. We're 4 for 4.
All right, let's do it.
For better or worse, let's see here. A butterscotch on the over in this one. That looks like it for hockey, unless anybody's got anything else here. All right. So those are the playoff games tonight on Friday night. Should be exciting.
Yes.
We'll get to baseball.
Here we go. Got some baseball.
I'm feeling a little more comfortable at this point. All right.
All right.
Let's roll with some of these here now, Mindy. We take a look at the card in baseball. And in the first matchup, it's going to be the Reds on the road taking on the Marlins. Game 1 of the series. They're all pretty much new. Most of them new series. A couple of them got underway yesterday. So in this one, you have Ashcraft. He's obviously done a very nice job. This is Yuri Perez. Mindy's making his major league debut. He was a young kid when he was drafted, but makes it now to the major leagues. So we'll see what we get from Perez.
Well, I mean, I just think, Ashcraft here has just kind of crushed it so far this season. That's how I'm going to go. I'm going to go ahead and take the Reds here today in this one for sure. Again, Ashcraft, he just spent money, and the bats have kind of heated up here a little bit for the Reds in this last series. I'm going to go ahead and take the Reds today. Plus about, 130-ish?
Yeah, for sure. Reds on the road going up against this rookie. And, he is a pretty high prospect for the Marlins. In fact, he's only 20 years old. In fact, he'll be the youngest pitcher to make his franchise debut. And, it sounds like a nondescript record to a certain extent until I tell you that the man whose record that he will be, nothing's guaranteed. I mean, he's going out there his first appearance. But the previous youngest pitcher to debut for the Marlins was Jose Fernandez. So that's pretty high regard. Jose, we know, would have been probably a Hall of Famer had he not passed away tragically. So going up against a top prospect and getting plenty of respect from odds makers here as a whole.
Yeah, what they say, number 3 prospect, something like that. So, yeah.
Yep, for sure. Took him a while. I'd say a while to get. He was drafted, I think, in 19, and he's only 20 years old. So drafted basically around these guys 16, 17 years old. When they are drafted. So, all right, Mindy, I maybe gonna tend to trust this rookie here to at least keep him competitive. I'm just not sure at this point as
Sure.
far as the side is concerned. I'd like to see him. It sounds like a very intriguing prospect here. So let's see. With the total at 7.5, though, man, that's dipped a lot. I'm going to have to go over in this one with the Reds. It's been a pretty strong under. The steam came in on the under, make no mistake. But I'm going to go over in this one now that it's down to 7.5. There were some sendouts as high as 8.5. So Mindy will be on the Reds. I'll be on the under. Oh, we got some plays from the chat. It's going to be first 5 here for Corday. Reds money line for Blake. And Nathan. Oh, Bionic Reds for sure. Steve on the Reds. James Edward will take the 1.5 here. And Rocco says, look at Yuri's K-prop. The word will spread on this rookie. And he thinks that plus money might be gone. Curtis will ride with the steam here and go under. All right. Oh, wait a minute. I got this one wrong. I just typed it in wrong here, but this is the Mariners, of course, not the Marlins. In this one, Mindy, the Mariners favored with Gonzalez. Marco Gonzalez on the road against the Tigers and Boyd here. Mariners $1.20, and we've seen this one going higher, 8.5 over 25. Steam came in reportedly on the under, but this number's going back up.
Okay. It sounds good. I kind of like the Mariners here today. They are, historically, pretty good team versus the Tigers here. They're 6-1 their last 7 between these two ball clubs. It's one of those that, the Mariners also have a little bit easier time versus, lefties here too. I just go ahead and think that the Marlins get, or no, now I'm saying the Marlins. The Mariners get this one here today.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Okay, Mindy going to take the Mariners here on the road. A couple left-handers going. Both pitchers have been pretty decent, I'd say. You got Boyd on the mound for the Tigers. That's about as good of a chance as they're going to get.
Yeah,
he's been, on the mound for several of their victories so far. And Bionic is on the Mariners. James Edwards says the Tigers is easy. Did he say the word lock here?
I think so.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I get it. So, all right. Well, that steam came in, like I said, on the under, but now it's back up to 8.5 over 25. I'm going to end up on the under in this one, Mindy, with
going with the steam. Oh, you said, but it came back up a little bit, huh?
Well, the widely reported steam from the services came in on the under. I did see a little bit of pushback on the over, but yeah, I'm going to respect that steam here. Luis is on the Tigers. Nathan Cerna has a first 5 here, Mariners. Fernando says Tigers first 5 and full game. And James says, write it down.
Write down that lock.
I will. You know what, James? I don't need to write it down because if you win, I'm probably going to
Ramon wins.
Yeah, you know what happened there. Mindy took the Mariners. I'm pivoting to the total. So you know what we're doing, James. Doesn't mean it's a premium for me yet, but I do like them. No more here after the show.
Right.
All right, the Mets. I almost changed them to mess here, but the Mets on the road minus $1.25 now. Looks like they're going up here against the Nationals and Mackenzie Gore. Gives them a good chance. And the total here is 9 under 20.
Yeah, I mean, the Mets just, watched them play against those Reds yesterday and just looked, I don't know, woeful on the offensive side. I know the Reds they were ready to play them, but I mean, there wasn't really much, going on there. Now, you do come up against a Nationals team that does have trouble scoring, only averaging about 2.94 runs over their last 5 home games. So it is going to be a little bit interesting to see how they match up. So for me, I am going to go ahead and try the Mets here today with McGill here in this one.
All right, Mindy will try the Mets again, even though she just made fun of their offense a little bit. But yeah, that's what I'm saying when I said the Mets, right? I mean, what's going on, Mets? This is not funny all of a sudden. I mean, to go in there and, I took the over yesterday in that one, and they made Derek Law, he wasn't in there for too long, but the Reds just, whitewashed him pretty much.
Blanked them.
Blake on the Nats, Fernando on the Nats. No, nobody's. Mindy Corday says, "Oh well, I don't know if this one, that phrase is coined, Corday, but I think it's not a. I don't think our friend Rod owns the Steak Friday moniker, but I had a Steak Thursday. All right, more Nationals. It's all about the Nationals in the chat, Mindy."
I mean, I don't blame them, right? I mean,
Mindy's on an island here for sure. Brent on the Nats. Hey, Mindy, I want to say welcome to Trey Van Forbes here, taking Nationals first 5. Obviously knows what's going on. Looks like a new commenter to me. And welcome to Trey Van.
Yeah, I got some Forbes in my family. Maybe we're related. Maybe, right?
Great to have you. Nationals. Nats. Look at this, Mindy.
I see it. I'm trying not to look.
Nathan said, I told you the law was the law. Well, try, bet on him again, Nathan. I dare you. No, just kidding. Mindy, you've got Angel says, you know what? This is a lay 2.5 runs with the Mets. You're probably going to get plus $1.75 or more, I would think, on that.
Right.
So, Angel's with you. Butterscotch here. Washington. Scott Smart says going to be a beautiful night at Nationals Park.
Rocco is from the Bahamas. Cool.
He says, look, it's going to be hot and humid here tonight in game time. So I'll go over. Give me the over then. I'll take it. Mets and Nationals to go over 8.5. Oh, no, over 9. What do I have listed on the screen here? 9 under 20. Okay, well, I got to go over 9. That's okay. I'll take over in this one.
Okay.
And hey, Jared's here with me in Vegas. Nice to have you, Jared, in town here. And Trey Van is from the Bahamas.
Yeah, nice. Never been to the Bahamas, but I want to go. Maybe if I just keep using, my apps, I'll get there for free. It looks like eventually.
Your travel apps or?
No, my sports betting apps.
Oh, of course.
Caesars. They offer, as you get to be, 5-star member, you get, 5 free nights.
Okay. I thought you were just going to win your way there.
Well, I mean that too, right? I probably just could do that. But I might as well take the free hotel rooms, Ramon.
Well, I was going to say the last 2 days, I'll be lucky to win a trip to the hot dog cart at the South Point. All right. Mindy's on the Mets and I'm on the over. Here we go with the Rays and the Yankees. Mindy, this is likely to be an opener as usual for the Rays. Fleming is expected to see the bulk of the innings here with Kelly, though, a new opener, I think, here for the Rays. Yankees, $1.70 now, 8.5 over 15.
Yeah, so wasn't it yesterday that you said that Gosman has not allowed an earned run versus the Yankees? Goodness, I mean, like he kept that one up. It was funny. I went watched some friends play some sand volleyball last night. It was like 1-0. Then I got back home and I was like 8-0. I was like, what the heck? How did I miss so much offense by this by this Rays team? I wasn't really expecting it. But yeah, I mean, it's the Yankees now. They've won 6 of their last 8, 5 of their last 6 home games here as well. I kind of think the Yankees get back after it here. Today. Cole just has done a really good job. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Yankees.
All right, Mindy. I'll lay it with you. It's real tough. I mean, it's a pretty big price.
Sure.
I've got it. I got it at 175 or so, and maybe that's even a little bit of a discount. Move is to the Rays, not much, but I just think Garrett Cole right now is head and shoulders above everybody in the league. I'm trying to make sure that everyone can hear us. I see Jared says you guys got your sound on. Is that if I'm reading that right? So not seeing anything else from the chat and any technical issues. I know I was having some technical issues before we came on.
You sound fine to me, but I don't know.
Okay. Your guys got on sound, so not sure. Jared, great to have you. Angel will lay the 1.5. I don't know if I can actually I don't know if I feel comfortable with, I mean, since I've got the line pretty much right on, I guess the price would still be right for laying the 1.5. So I don't have a problem with that. And Steve says the Yankees will rebound. Luis says Yankees here. And Rocco has over 7.5 in this game, Tampa Bay and Yankees. So interesting if he does. Let me see if they open. Yeah, there definitely was 7.5 openers, and now at 8.5. And man, I kind of like the over there too. But it's interesting. A lot of places check your tickets. I mean, a lot of times the pitchers are listed on totals, but nowadays not so much anymore. And JPZ says give him the Rays. He'll take the Rays in this one. Hello, JPZ. Good to see you. All right, Mindy, we got our first agreements on a big favorite here with Cole. Look, I love the Rays. We all love the Rays. Go Rays. Money lines here. Garrett Cole's pitching. I've got the Yankees tonight. Bionic on the Yankees. Asante's on the Rays. And that was one of the ones that opened last night. I gave out the Rays as my Twitter pick yesterday. My social media play of the day.
There you go.
Okay, well, this is a rematch of the 1979 World Series. The Pirates and the Orioles here in this one. The Bucks, an underdog on the road. Bradish minus $1.50, 8.5 over 20 Oviedo for the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, I still think, with Pittsburgh's, recent woes, they've still had a nice year. And then, Baltimore has been, I think, even, better right now. And it's one of those that, I know that the Pirates have been struggling a little bit, but I like them here today on the run line. I think they're able to go ahead and keep this one close here. I'm going to go ahead and take the Pirates today. Run line about minus 160 there or so.
Okay, Mindy will take the Bucks here, plus 1.5, minus 160 on the road against the Orioles. In the chat, we've got Bionic on the Orioles here. And James Edwards says, trust me, the Pirates will be winning today. It's a big lock. Arrgh! Corday, Orioles money line. Nathan could raise the Jolly Roger. Then why don't you, Nathan?
Could.
Is that what he means, though? Taking the Bucks? I think that sounds like it. Luis says Orioles. And James Edwards says if you're doing parlays, don't bet on the Orioles. I don't understand that one too much, but is straight bet okay? Butterscotch says Baltimore money line. Scott Smart saying over here in this one. Says he's got, he's our DMV correspondent. And he says with this weather today, he does like the ball to carry out. So, yeah, in Baltimore, 77 at game time. Dipping rather quickly, though, as night falls down to 70 degrees or high 60s. Same over in the D.C. area. Looks like warm in the afternoon. Wow, up in the mid to high 80s before the game. And down to about just under 80 degrees at game time. Wind blowing in Washington tonight, but not much. It's negligible, 3 to 4 miles an hour. So, and all right, Scott, with our update there. But I better make a selection here. I'm on the under in this one. I'm actually against Scott in this one at 8.5. I'll go under with the Pirates and the O's today. Here's the Braves and the Blue Jays. Should be a great series here this weekend. Strider, road favorite, though. Big road favorite. Pretty disrespectful, if you ask me. Strider's down to $1.55 or so. The total, 8.5. Over minus 115.
Well, I mean, I think, Strider's been pitching well. It's been hit a little bit this season. Bassett, he's had, I think, plenty of, solid starts here as well. I think this is going to be a competitive game. I'm going to go ahead and go under the total. I know, Strider's last one went over. Hopefully they get back into gear here today. I'm going to go under this 8.5 today.
Yeah, I am too. Look, I know that, these are two of my top 5 lineups, certainly in the league right now, but I would think Strider can have advantages against the entire Toronto lineup. The way, I think he's well above average right now and producing profit. You mentioned he's had some inconsistencies, but I would rather look for him to have a good outing. And Bassett, maybe he's found a little something here with Toronto. So I'm going to be on him here, on the under here with you, Mindy.
Okay, cool.
We'll take under 8.5. And let's see what the chat's up to here.
Chat's up to no good normally.
Well, the Bionic is on the Braves. James Edwards says he's going Jays. I don't disagree, James. I might be with you. $1.60 on the road sounds kind of high to me. Butterscotch says lay the 1.5. That'll reduce the price. Rocco lay a run. And Nathan said he wants to go under as well with us. He makes it a consensus because no one else said anything about the total.
Right.
So it's you and me and Nathan. And we are on this one to go under Braves and Blue Jays today. Verley's here today. Hello to Verley.
Good morning.
All right. Next up, we've got the Angels taking on the Guardians. And it's Anderson for the Halos and Allen for the Guardians. So in this one, I've got the Guardians and minus $1.30 right now, dipping down a little bit. Total 8.5 over minus 120. So that's a complete reversal there. Maybe I should check to see the steam. I will here as you get maybe your preview going in this one, Mindy, but there's no doubt that the total is moving higher in this game.
Okay, well, I kind of like the Guardians here today. That's kind of where I'm gonna go. I mean, Anderson to me just hasn't quite looked as good as he has, here in previous seasons with the Dodgers. But it's one of those that the Guardians they haven't really been scoring too much. That's the only thing that kind of bothers me. But I know eventually they're going to be able to break out some, and it might be against this Angels starting pitching today in that bullpen. I'm going to take a shot here with the Guardians on the money line.
I am too. I'll go with you on this one. Guardians here laying $1.30 or so against the Angels. So I don't mind that at all. It's kind of fluctuated all over the place, but now that it's going back up, in fact, I don't know. Could it get back up to 9? I thought I saw a 9. Did you ever see a 9?
I did not have a 9, but
DraftKings apparently opened at 9 under
okay.
15, but that might have been the only one out of the books that I follow. I only keep a few. I only keep the ones that I access. Tony keeps them all up there. But I'll go under with you. I mean, I'll go with the Guardians with you, Mindy, here in this one. Whoops, did I say under? And see if the chat's with us here in this one. Bionics on the Guardians, and JPZ might be cautioning us of the weather conditions. Let me see if I can't get an update on that here. So there is just a 5% chance of postponement, although a significant chance of rain towards the middle of the game, expecting some rain for sure, but maybe not likely to cancel the game in this one. So Anderson's metrics aren't bad, but I just am not confident right now in what's going on with the Angels again. I'm worried that we might start to see the skid. Here's
Yikes.
Luis on the Angels. And Asante, we're on the Asante's from Toronto, he says. He's talking about that Braves game. We've kind of moved on a little bit, but I just want to, they love betting. They love gambling they love gambling in Canada, period. I like Canadians, even if they're not fond of us. All right. We're on the Guardians. Here we go. Well, Mindy, it's great news to see the name James Paxton there, the Big Maple. He's back. It's been 2 years since Paxton has been on the mound. He had Tommy John surgery. He also took a little extra time to get his body right. He had some other lingering injuries. And then just when he was ready to go this season, he got injured. It wasn't his arm or anything. It was like a hamstring or a groin or something that has sidelined him for an extra month. But turn back to the clock day, I guess, with Wainwright and Paxton. But it's great to see, and Boston, certainly a team that, I don't know, they're starting to look pretty decent as the bats. Maybe the pitching's getting there. They put some money into this pitching, and now James Paxton's back. That's a great sign. Happy to see James Paxton back. Hopefully he'll be good James Paxton and not bad James, because, I think we could say he was a pretty solid pitcher with the Mariners despite some ups and downs.
Sure. And it's one of those that you have Wainwright that hasn't pitched on the road yet this season. So a little bit of unknowns here on both sides. So, this Cardinals team hasn't been playing well on the road unless they're in Chicago, I guess, playing against the Cubs. But again, I think you had talked about moving up this Boston Bats, moving them up in your, ranking system there. I think that's how I'm going to go today. Boston's won 9 of the last 11 after starting the season, pretty slow. So I'm going to go with the Red Sox here today.
Okay, Mindy on the Red Sox here. Yeah, I've got them a top 5 offense right now. Number 4, my number 4 offense, James Edwards, Red Sox baby. Shannon Moore here today. Steve Fallow is on the over in this one. Burley's coming in with Boston. Brent says Red Sox all the way. Michael Thompson says over 10.5 runs. Are they playing this one in Colorado?
That's instantly what I thought of when you said that.
Well, I mean, we know Red Sox total home games are always going to be over a little bit. Still Wainwright and Paxton. I mean, that's no, I know we have, have to see Paxton. You did have a rehab, so Bionic on the Red Sox here. And Luis coming in on the Red Sox as well. I'm feeling Red Sox might end up being pretty popular at the window here. Nathan on the Red Sox here. Or at least the White Sox with red stripes, but we know what he means.
Right.
In this one. All right, I'm gonna go over with Michael. Steam came in on the over. I'll take the over in this one. I'm not fading on Mindy on that. I kind of want to look a little bit deeper and see on the side. I mean, I definitely looked back and saw, when I saw Paxton's name come up, I didn't know he was near his return, so I was pretty excited about that. All right. Mindy on the Red Sox, I'm on the over. The Astros are going to take on the White Sox, another World Series rematch from the past. And in this one, I'm showing the Astros a road favorite here, down to $1.45 now. So, well, maybe there's some action here on the White Sox with that high price. And you have JP France, certainly a bit untested. Astros lost his first start.
Yeah, but it wasn't, it wasn't France's fault. He didn't give up any earned runs in that one. It was, the bullpen there versus the Mariners. And, it's just been that this, White Sox pitching just hasn't been, great this season. It's one of those that Kopech here has just given up, the long ball, gives up 4 home runs per 9 innings here thus far. So, I mean, it's one of those, like, I doubt he could go ahead and keep that pace up. But it's just one of those, the White Sox just really haven't been scoring much for me. So I'm going to go ahead and go under the total of 9.
All right, Mindy goes under here. Astros and White Sox. Steam came in a little bit on the over in this one, but it's holding steady there at 9 under 25. Let's go to the chat here. I'm on it with you, Mindy, as far as the total's concerned, by the way.
Okay.
I do like it under. I'm going to fade the Steam there. Here's Bionic on the Astros. James Edward on the White Sox. Luis Venegas on the Astros. Steve on the Astros. It's a lot of Astros action, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
They're competitive with Kopech. And but France was good. I agree. Let's go under at 9, under 25. We'll lay the juice here.
Okay. We don't have a choice.
All right, Mindy, maybe you tell me a little something about the opener here. I don't know. We know that I think I'm showing Lynch as the bulk pitcher today, but maybe this young pitcher Taylor is the opener, it feels like to me. Burns, obviously a huge favorite at 220, 8.5 under 15.
Yeah, so Ramon, you got the head-to-head victory again on the challenge yesterday. Yeah, on that walk-off. So it's one of those.
Boy.
I'm happy for the Royal.
Pizza sure sounds good on a Friday night. I'd love a pizza.
Right. But yeah, I mean, the Brewers have struggled, and I think the KC bats here are doing pretty well. I'm actually going to go ahead and, I think Milwaukee's probably going to, try to come back a little focused. But you got a Royals team that thinks they can win here a little bit. I'm going to take the Royals here on the run line today.
Did you ever
about
think?
110. What's that?
Did you ever think that maybe they are my Royals
now? Sure, you can have them.
Right?
Yeah, you can have them.
Oh boy. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess if any, like I said, I think I've had a pretty good handle on this team. I'm not sure in this matchup if I want to side with you, Corbin Burns. He might be liable. He might be mowing down these guys today. I don't know. Take a look here. Like I said, Taylor, just an opener here. I'm sure Lynch is going to be the guy to get the bulk innings. So maybe I do the challenge. Maybe I'll do it. Let's do it. I'm going to go again. I'm going to take the challenge here, and I'll lay the 1.5.
Okay.
A real challenge here.
We
don't even need a bookmaker. We're just against each other here. What a waste of. I don't like to do that, but I like the Brewers today, and I don't want to necessarily lay a run line with the premiums. So Curtis says he likes Kansas City to get this one to cover, so I'm going to think he's with you here on a run line. When you say cover, Curtis, I think that means take the 1.5. Want to say hello to Mike Ferraro. We just did the Yankees game, Mike, back there, and we did. We'll say it right now since you're new to the show, but we did take Cole and lay the price. He said, "Do you think it's too high of a price?" I mean, obviously we went with Cole and $1.70. You might be able to get a little bit cheaper than that. It looks like it's going down a little bit, but Cole looks like the man. That's what we feel like. I know it's a pretty square take, but it's not like there's not much variant with him. You're getting a pretty top-notch effort every time. So, all right, let me get back here with the Luis on the Royals run line. Nathan wants to take him with you as a big dog here, Mindy. Plus 220. I don't know if we can get that good a price with the Royals and Burns. I'm showing right now down to about plus 200. Bionic on the Brewers. And what does Nathan have here? A blue circle. Does that mean
the blue of the Brewers or the blue of the Royals?
Well, that looks more like a royal blue to me than a Brewer blue, which I do think is a shade darker than the royal blue.
Yeah, so I think, since a royal is a color of blue, it would have to be the Royals.
Okay. Oh, that's an excellent deduction. Even if it's wrong, it's a great deduction. Okay. First 5 Brewers for Verley, James Edward on the Royals. So it's a mixed bag, really. And I'd say since they're such a big dog, I'd almost say that the chat is kind of siding with you, Mindy. But I'll lay it down with Burns. Royals going back out on the road. Prove it to me now, Royals. I've backed you enough. I backed you at the right times, and I've gone against you at the right times. I'm the new Royals correspondent. Mindy's my Royals correspondent, always. All right, the Cubs and the Twins. Smiley and Gray. There's a couple of veterans for you, Mindy. In this one, the Twins at home favorite, minus $1.45, total 8 under 25.
Yeah, I mean, to me, this one kind of comes down to, home field advantage a little bit here, because the Twins have split their last 6 games, but they've won 4 of their last 6 here at home. Mm-hmm. And suddenly, you have a Chicago bullpen that's kind of struggling a little bit. They've lost 3 of their last 4, 6 of their last 7 road games. So it's this Cubs team that's not really playing well here on the road. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Twins here today on the money line.
They are not playing well on the road. Look, I've got the Cubs offense maybe in a pretty tough spot here against Gray. I think you always get a decent effort out of him. They, no doubt, Smiley's been great. Even on the road, he's been pretty good. At home, he's been terrific. I like Minnesota in this one, though. Even at this price, I'd say let's take him. I feel pretty confident. Look, the Sharps are all over the Cubs. Believe me on this one.
Believe this.
Believe me, they are on the Cubs for sure here, but I'm not. Fading my buddies, the Sharps. And as always, it is speculation when I talk about those Sharps. Want to say hello to Yard Foods. Yard Foods is here. Paging Curtis.
Barbecue?
Paging Curtis, man, come to the center. Curtis. Here's Verley going under in this one. Mindy, the steam definitely came in on the under here. I wasn't sure. I was thinking over first, and I was reconsidering. Probably not going to be strong enough for me to do anything with it. Here's Brent on the Twinkies Bionic Cubs run line. Lots of opinion here. Nathan on the Twins. Shannon Moore with an Earthy here.
Oh, okay, cool.
Curtis says Tony said Cubs on his show. And
Tony's going with the Cubs, huh?
Luis on the Twins. All right, Mindy, we're on the Twins in this one. After all, they just beat my Padres 2 out of 3.
They just did.
Me. Yeah, I was on the Padres on that series. I think I went 0 for 3. I think I was on the Twins with the Padres. Well, I don't want to talk about it. All right, we're almost through here. Let's go with the Phillies on the road here with Walker and Rockies with Gomber. In this one, the Phillies on the road, but this one's dropping quite a bit. $1.40 here for the Phillies, 8.5 under 20.
Yeah, I mean, you have both of these teams with subpar bullpens right now, but I think I kind of tend to lean more towards this Phillies team. I think they have the more of the complete lineup here. They're hitting 250 versus lefties here this season. It's one of those that the home splits for Gomber is pretty bad here. I'm taking the Phillies today on the money line.
All right, Phillies on the money line for Mindy. And so I'm worried about Gomber too, but maybe I'm going to trust him here. Not totally sold on the Phils at this point. On the road here, they have a pretty good matchup. Some of these bats against those right-handed bats, and they're going to, probably end up alternating in the lineup certainly here. A reported steam came in on the under. And, boy, I tell you, what is it right now? 11 and a half? All right, I'm going to take another challenge here, Mindy, and I'm going to go with the Rockies for a second challenge. I'm going to take the Rockies here in this one as an underdog. I'll take them on the money line. Mindy and I, second challenge of the day.
Ooh, fun.
And here we go with Luis Venegas says take the Rockies here in this one. But the Rookies would be a good name for a team.
Right.
I mean, I know it's a name, it's something it's like seeing an old 1970s TV show on a sandlot softball team. Rockies here for Bionic. Steve's on the Phillies. Luis on the Rockies. Definitely a mixed bag looks like coming here. Nathan on a lean here. Corday says Phillies. Run line. Loves it.
Loves it. All right.
Verley says Rockies run line. I'll take him on the money line just so I have a challenge with Mindy. All right, the Giants, this will probably be, if this is an opener, this is their standard opener, Brebbia. I'm sure Alex Wood is expected to handle the bulk of the duties. So he gets an opener today with the Brebbia. And the Giants on the road. I think they are a slight favorite here, $1.15. And here's another double-digit total at 10.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. That's really gone up. But I'm going to go ahead and, oh, goodness.
That really has gone up. You're right.
Well, it was kind of one of those
Basically,
that I was
whole
going to
half
kind of
of
go ahead and take a look at the over. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. I think I'm just going to go ahead and stick with the over, even though it's gone up that half a run to 10. You said you got two guys here with pretty high ERAs, 6.75. Brebbia, Nelson looking at right around 6. A couple bullpens here with some high ERAs here. Each giving up 21 home runs here in the bullpen. So going to go ahead and go over the total here. Even though I liked it better at 9.5, but I got to get to 10 anyway.
Yeah, and now we got to get to 11, but to win, but that's okay. Let me see. I wonder if we. I'm sure it's 10 everywhere. I was just wondering if just maybe. No, it's 10 everywhere. Now it is juiced to the under at some spots, but showing it continuing to go up. And I agree with you, Mindy. We're on the over here. No hemming and no hawing and no procrastination and no pivoting and no challenge. We're on the over. Giants and Diamondbacks. Here's Luis is on the Giants. And Neil Boyce here today. Good to see Neil. He's on the Giants as well. That sounds pretty darn good to me. I'm thinking today. I'm thinking Giants. Nelson's been kind of a disaster, hasn't he?
Right.
Bionic on the Diamondbacks. And Nathan says, I cashed with a Nathan. What didn't Nathan cash yesterday? Whew. Cash with Giants yesterday. He likes the D-backs for the bounce back. He thinks Nelson is the better pitcher than Alex Wood. How about that? Man, I don't know about that. But do appreciate Nathan's hot, so trust him. Unless he meant the opener, certainly. I know I agree with that, but I would think that we're including Wood. I'm considering Wood the pitcher for San Francisco to be in there in the second inning and beyond. Steve says San Francisco and the over team total at 5. In fact, I'm showing a lot of places at 4.5 over 35 a little bit, but 5 would be a better number. Obviously, good return. The Rangers will be a big favorite on the road tonight when they take on the lowly Athletics. Although, if you were going to send one guy out there for the Athletics that's, at least been on the mound when they've won, it's Waldachuk, 175, 8.5 over 20.
Yeah, it's like one of those that you have the worst, pitching staff meeting the highest, scoring offense here today. So I'm going to go ahead and go over the total. Over this 8.5. I'm expecting the Rangers here to stick with their 6 runs a game. I think they can get it done here today. Going over the total.
Mindy goes over in this one with Rangers and Athletics at 8.5 here. And I'm going to take the Oakland Athletics. I'll take them on the run line at plus 1.5 at minus 110 or so. I'll take Oakland. Well, not much going on in this one. Here's Rangers run line for Bionics challenging. We got a challenge. Brent's saying take the Rangers. I get it. I mean, the Rangers have been. Verley says he'll lay 2.5. I'm on Oakland. I'm on Las Vegas. Athletics. Michael's on the over with you, Mindy. I'm on the Las Vegas A's plus a 1.5. All right. I figured not much movement on that one from the crew, huh?
Right.
All right, Mindy. Well, Padres going to go up to L.A. now, and boy, the Dodgers, they certainly enjoyed the accommodations when they came down to San Diego for the most part. And we'll see here, but you got Blake Snell, who's been pretty bad. I still support him because I know we can get innings out of him, and he's a pitcher that does improve. but right now it hasn't been too special for the Padres. Steam is on. Steam came in on the Padres. Steam came in on the over.
Oh, which one do I want to take? I like both of those, Ramon. I like both. I'm going to go ahead and take the Padres today. I'm going to take them here on the money line versus, it's one of those, the Dodgers have kind of struggled to hit lefties here a little bit so far. So I'm going to go ahead and take your Padres team here today.
Okay, great. I hope you're right.
I hope so too.
Like I said, that Steam came in on the over. It really didn't necessarily. I mean, the sharps are all over the over. You can't find a sharp that wants the under in this game. That's going to put me on the over. That's just the way it's going to be.
I like the over, like I said. Pick the wrong one, darn it, Ramon.
Okay, well, I just can't trust my Padres at this point. I don't want to take it. I got enough at stake. We're not supposed to. I don't know. I know we got our some friends over on the other channel that stick with their teams through thick and thin. I try to be realistic, and maybe I don't probably include the Padres as much as I should as a premium play, considering that they're a pretty decent club. But I did strike out with them, in yesterday's game, and they blew that lead. So maybe I watch them so intently, and they all right, I'll take the over in this one. We've got to get over 9. Mindy is on the Padres. Yay, Padres!
Yay!
Good show. Thanks, everybody. Great job, everybody. We're back tomorrow with more Morning Steam. Mindy will get the plays in the chat.
Oh, yeah, I got to do that. I got to
here. Poor Mindy. I've got her putting plays in here, there, everywhere. She's got to put in plays nonstop. Head on over to our website, tonyspicks.com, where you'll find our premium picks. Absolutely our best picks are there today. Well, they will be shortly. Mindy and I, when she's done putting in all of our picks, she'll put in hers. I'll put in mine. Why not grab the 2-for-1 capper promotion with Mindy and I? We certainly could use the sales of our picks, and we're going to have a good night. So pick up Mindy and I, 2-for-1 capper promotion. I only have myself to blame. Mindy, been selling plenty of packages and haven't been able to cash them over the last couple of days. That's all. All right, there's Mindy and I. Pick up the 2-for-1 capper promotion. It's one capper at full price, the other one for half price, and that way you'd get picks from Mindy and I. You'd be in action all day with Mindy and I because you'd have our morning steam picks. You'd have, our premium picks. So you'd probably be in action in every single game, really.
Right.
And that's the way it is. I mean, volume is key. One of the things, on the other channel is the head honcho. He's been interviewing some professional gamblers, and what the professionals said to him was volume is key. So that's what Mindy and I have.
Only way you're going to crush them, yeah.
That's what we've kind of put our premise on here. So, all right, let's see. The Padre game, the picks. I didn't include our picks from our friends. Steve on LA, Bionic on the Dodgers, Verley on the run line. Nathan will no longer call them the Padres anymore because he felt bad that he made me feel bad. Here's our picks coming in here, Mindy. It's the Heat and the Lakers. We'll move the Lakers down to the money line there for the subscriptions. We have a little variance there. And we've got in hockey, we're going to go Panthers on the puck line. We're going to go Golden Knights on the money line. And Nathan says, and I am a honorary member of Two Old Ladies that bet and stuff.
That's right.
And here come our baseball with the Yankees money line. Braves under. Guardians money line. Astros under. Twins money line. The Giants over. So 10 plays today, including all the playoff games for us. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all of our premium pick packages. Click on the All Cappers tab. Find the handicapper of your choice. You go all the way down to the bottom here and find me. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout. Okay, everyone. Thanks so much. Great show. Great contributions today. Mindy, we're back tomorrow, the weekend.
That's right.
Saturday.
Ready for more big shows, more wins.
Yep. Let's get them today, though. Let's get going for the weekend. All right. For Mindy Hahn, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.